Hi, this is Kim Turner, and in this instructional video, I'm going to be talking about the difference between the average function, the median function, and the mode single function. These three statistical functions are normally used to summarize a large amount of data. So the average function adds up all of the values in the column and then divides that number by how many values there are. So to find the average of column H, it's very simple. We just start with an equal sign. We can start typing out the word average in capital letters and see it pop up in our formula bar. So if I hit the down arrow to average and then hit tab, it puts it right into the formula. Notice there's also an open parenthesis. So I want to find the average of the values in column H. I'm simply going to go over to column H and then click on that H, and H column H means to take the average of the range of values in column H. Then I simply need to hit enter on my keyboard and Excel automatically adds that closed parenthesis. Now the median number differs from the average number. The median is the central value of the data. So that means that half of the values are greater than the median and half of the values are less than the median. The reason you'd use median instead of average is to reduce the skewing of the data. And what I mean by that is the median takes out these large numbers. So for example, this 163 seconds that someone was on hold. So when you take the average, the number is going to be higher because you've included these large values. However, when you're looking at the median, you're looking at the middle number. And really it's a better representation of how long customers are normally kept on hold. So let's find the median in this case. I can double click into the cell and hit the equal sign and start typing median in capital letters. It pops up and I hit tab on my keyboard. Again, I'm going to find the median of column H, so simply click on the H to include those values and then hit enter. The median number is 26. So those high values in the column were really skewing it up. And the median is a better representation of about how long people are kept on hold. Remember, the goal is 15. So the company has some work to do. Lastly, we're going to look at the mode. And in this spreadsheet, we have it described as common hold time. Now, what the mode does is it looks for how many times that actual value is repeated. So it says, okay, how many 35-second hold times do we have? How many 33-second hold times, and it picks out the single value that's repeated the most. So again, we're going to click in the cell or click in the formula bar. We're going to hit equal sign, start typing mode. In older versions of Excel, you'll only have mode. You won't have mode single or mode multi. Just use mode. It's the same thing as mode single. Mode multi means if you have two numbers repeated the same number of times, it brings up both values. We're going to use mode single just for this example. And then again, we're going to calculate column H and hit enter. So that means the most common hold time is 28 seconds. Now that's also an important piece of data. It means that the most number of customers were holding for 28 seconds. So to summarize, you can use these three types of functions to determine how the company is doing with their customer service. So the goal would be a hold time of no more than 15 seconds, but the actual time on hold is 26 to 28 seconds. Thanks for watching, and now you can try finding the average, median, and mode on your own.